Good day everyone, this is Charmark TV for another video, and today pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon about percentage decrease. So simulan na natin. Alright, so pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon about percentage decrease. So sa first part ng ating video is discuss na natin about percentage increase. So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood about doon is mangyari na panoorin nyo muna. So let us define percentage decrease. Percentage decrease measures the amount of decrease in comparison to the original value expressed as percentage. Of course, dun sa percentage increase, ang new value po ay mas mataas kaysa sa original value. Whereas doon sa percentage decrease, kabaliktaran naman, yung new value naman po ay mas bababa kaysa sa original value. And yung percent ng ibinaba is yung tinatawag na percentage decrease. So, let's say tignan natin yung illustration po, which is different doon sa illustration or model doon sa percentage increase. So again, we have two values here. We have original value at saka new value. So yung original value po, laging nakaset yan sa 100%. But, dito naman po, dito sa new value, yung new value po ay mas maliit naman kaysa sa original value. Di katulad doon sa percentage increase, yung new value nga ay mas malaki kaysa sa original. So, itong red shaded region naman po is yung tinatawag na amount of decrease. Ayan yung halaga or yung value na binawas mula sa original value. And yung kung ano man yung natira is yung tinatawag na new value. So, ayan yung new value after the decrease. Okay? So, kung halimbawa, decrease of, let's say, 30%, diba? So, ang expo natin ay 30%. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung 30% ng original value ay nabawas. Parang ganito. Okay? And kung ano may natira, bale, 100 minus 30%, diba? That is equal to 70%. 70%, ibig sabihin, yung new value po is 70% of the original value. Kasi nabawas na siya ng 30%. So, magagamit natin ito to solve various problems about percentage decrease. Okay? So, to get the percentage decrease, katulad dun sa increase, no? Which is amount of increase over the original value times 100%. Dito naman, the amount of decrease. So, to get the amount of decrease, subtract mo lang yung original value naman sa new value. Since yung new value ay mas maliit kesa sa original value. Okay? So, the amount of increase, which is original minus new value, divided by the original value. Then, times 100%, and you will get the percentage decrease. Okay? So, let's have some examples para mas maintindihan natin. Okay, so ito po yung problem. The original price of a pair of shoes is 700 pesos. In summer sales, it was reduced to 420 pesos. Find the percentage change in the price of shoes. Okay, so kung mapapansin natin, kung babasahin natin maigi yung problem, no? The original price daw ng pair of shoes is 700 pesos. So this means yung 700 is our original value. So ito yung original value natin, which is 700 pesos. Okay? Tapos, in summer sales, it was reduced to 420 pesos. So, anong nangyari sa presyo? Bumaba, no? So, bumaba sa 420 pesos. So, this should be our new value. Okay? New value po natin is, ayusin natin. Yung new value po natin is yung binabang presyo, which is 420. Okay? So, we have original value of 700, tapos yung new value of 420. So, makikita natin na yung new value ay mas bababa kaysa sa original. So, ang kukunin na lang natin is yung percentage decrease, no, in the price of shoes. Okay, percentage decrease po dapat to. Anyway, so para ma-solve natin itong problem na ito is first, kunin muna natin yung amount amount of decrease. Yan yung halaga na binaba ng presyo ng sapatos. Ano po? So, to do this, subtract mo lang itong dalawa. This time, yung original value naman, minus mo sa new value. So, 700 minus 420, that is equal to 280. So, ibig sabihin po, yung presyo ng sapatos ay binawasan ng 280 pesos. Kaya naging 420 na lang po. Ano po? And ang gagawin na lang natin is i-compute natin yung percentage decrease, no, ng presyo ng sapatos. Okay? So, alalahanin po natin kanina, ito po yung formula of getting the percentage decrease. So, percentage decrease is equal to the amount of decrease, ayan yung amount na binaba, no, ng value, divided by the original value. So, ang original value po natin ay 700. Okay? And then times mo sa 100%. Okay? So, kung ano man ang lumabas, yan po yung percentage decrease. Okay? So, percentage decrease is equal to the amount of decrease divided by the original value times mo sa 100%. Okay? And then, ipasok natin yung values. So, the amount of decrease is 280. Habang yung yung sa original value naman po is 700. And then times natin sa 100. Okay? Ngayon, i-times natin tong dalawa. So 280 times 100, that's 28,000 divided by 700. Ano po? So, alisin natin tong dalawang 0, no? This will become 280 divided by 7. And 280 divided by 7, ang lumabas ay 40. And then do not forget to put a percent symbol. So ano bang ibig sabihin ng 40%? Ayan yung percent na ibinaba ng ng presyo ng sapatos. So 700 binawasan mo yung 40% doon, naging 420 pesos na. So in terms of this one, pag ganito guys, no, yung 40% na to is yung tinatawag na discount. Okay, discount po yung tawag dyan. Yung ibig sabihin, ay yung amount na binawas doon sa original price. So, kung ano man yung matira, yun ang ibabayad mo, no, kapag bibilhin mo siya. Which is mas bababa na kumpara doon sa original price. So, anyways, ang sagot po ay 40% or 40% decrease. Okay? So, that's the answer. Okay, so dito sa part na to, just like we did in percentage increase. So, kukunin naman natin yung amount of decrease at saka yung corresponding percent decrease para mapuno natin itong table na ito. And then, gagamit pa rin tayo ng parehong formula for finding the percentage decrease. So, remember po, amount of decrease divided by the original value times 100%. Okay? So, to start with, number 1, so, ang original value ay 100, tapos yung new value ay 90. So, kukunin natin yung amount of decrease at saka yung percent nito. So, bale, first, ang gagawin natin, kunin muna natin syempre yung amount of decrease. So, subtract mo lang yung original value sa new value. So, 100 minus 90 is equal to 10. So, this is the amount of decrease at dito natin ilalagay. Okay? Ayan po. And then, para naman sa percent decrease, bale, percent decrease is equal to amount of decrease divided by the original value. So, the amount of decrease is 10 divided by the original value, which is 100. Ano po? So, 100. And then, times 100. Okay? And then, isimplify natin. So, 10 times 100, that's 1,000 divided by 100. So, remove 2 zeros, magiging 10 divided by 1 na lang, and that is equal to 10. And then, do not forget to put a percent symbol. So, this means 10%. Okay? So, bale, ang ang amount of decrease natin is 10, yung kanina. Tapos, yung percent decrease is computed to be 10%. So, ayan po yung sagot sa number 1. Okay? Next, number 2 naman po, we have 400 the original value, tapos 200 naman yung new value. So first, kunin muna natin yung amount of decrease, yung value na ibinaba ng original value, no? So 400 minus 200, 'di ba? Remember po, original minus new value. Okay? So 400 minus 200 is 200. So yung 200 dito is the amount of decrease. Dito natin ilalagay. Okay? And then para naman sa percent decrease, bale amount of decrease divided by the original. So bale the amount of decrease is 200 divided by the original value, which is 400 times 100. Okay? Now, multiply natin 200 times 100, that's 20,000 divided by 400. So, remove 2 zeros, magiging 200 divided by 4 na lang, and 200 divided by 4 is 50. Then, lagay ng percent. Okay, so 50%. So, ibig sabihin, dito sa number 2, the amount of decrease is 200. Ito po yun. And then, the percent decrease is 50%. So, that's all for number 2. Next, number 3 po. We have 120, the original value. Tapos yung 91.2, that's the new value. Okay? Ayan po. Now, first, kunin muna natin yung amount of decrease. Subtract lang natin itong dalawa. So, 120 minus 91.2. So, make sure na naka-align yung decimal point. Ano po? So, 91.2. So, maglagay tayo ng 0 dito. No? Okay. And then, subtract, no? So, 0 minus 2 is cannot be. So, manghiram tayo. 9, 10. Tapos, manghiram tayo. Ayan. Ganyan. So, 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 1 is also 8. And then, 11 minus 9 is 2. So, 28.8. So, the amount of decrease is 28.8. Dito po yan. And then, para sa percent decrease, so, bale, yung decrease po nun divided by the original value, no? So, percent is equal to the decrease or amount of decrease, which is 28.8 divided by the original value, which is 120. No? 120 times 100. Okay. So, i-multiply natin itong dalawa, 28.8 times 100. So, i-move natin 2 decimal places to the right instead. Okay, so nandito yung decimal point, no? Magiging ano siya? 2,880 divided by 120. No? So, remove 1 0 here. So, alisin natin yung isang 0 dito sa dulo. Magiging 288 divided by 12 na lang. So, let's divide 288 by 12. So, ilang percent kaya yon? 28 divided by 12 is 2 times 12, 24. 4, bring down 8. 48 divided by 12 is 4. So, ang lumabas po ay 24%. Okay? So, this is the amount or the percentage decrease. Okay? So, to answer this, the amount of decrease is 28.8. Habang yung percent decrease naman po is 24%. Okay? Ayan po. Next, number 4 naman po, yung original value po is 4,000 habang yung new value naman is 800. So, looks like malaki ang ibinagsak ano po ng value. So, ilang percent decrease kaya yon, no? So, from here, original value that was 4,000, ngayon 800 na lang, no? So, subtract natin sa 800 and determine natin kung ilan yung na binaba niya, no? So, dalawang 0, 40 minus 8 is 32. So, this means 3,200 ang ibinagsak, kaya naging 800 na lang po, no? So, this is the amount of decrease, by the way. Okay? And then, para naman sa percent decrease, again, amount of decrease divided by the original. So, the amount of decrease is 3,200 divided by the original value, which is 4,000. And then, i-times natin sa 100. Ano po? So, that 3,200 or 3,200 times 100, magdagdag tayo ng dalawang 0 sa dulo. Magiging ano na siya? No? 320,000 divided by 4,000. So, remove 3 zeros. sa dulo, tatlong 0, tanggal na siya, magiging 320 divided by 4 na lang. And 320 divided by 4 is 80. And then naglagay tayo ng percent. So that's it. So ang ibinaba is 80%. So ang laki po, no? 80%, no? So ibig sabihin po, the amount of decrease is 3,200, habang yung percent decrease naman po ay 80%. So ayan po sa number 4. And then finally naman po sa number 5, 350 po yung original value, habang yung new value naman po ay 339.5. So let us subtract to get the amount of decrease na ilalagay dito. Ano po? So 350 minus 339.5. So again, dapat naka-align yung decimal points, no? Kapag tayo magsusubtract ng decimal, no? So magiging 10 na ito 9, manghiram tayo ng isa, magiging 4. So 10 minus 5 is 5. Then 9 minus 9 is 0. 4 minus 3 is 1. 3 minus 3 is 0. So 10.5 po, no? So 10.5 is the amount of decrease. Okay? And then to get the percent decrease, bale, the amount of decrease divided by the original value. So the amount of decrease is 10.5 divided by the original value, which is ilan? 350. Okay, then times 100. Now, i-simplify natin. So, i-multiply natin itong dalawa. So, we just move 2 decimal places to the right. Ano po? So, that magiging 1,050 na siya. So, magiging 1,050 divided by 350. Ano po? Okay. Alisin isang 0. Magiging 105 divided by 35 na lang. And we know that tatlong 35 ay 105. So, 105 divided by 35, that's 3. Okay? 135 divided by 35 is equal to 3. And then, lagyan natin ng percent. That's it. Ang percent decrease po ay 3%, which is maliit lang ang ibinaba. Ano po? Compared dun sa original value. So, the amount of decrease is 10.5 and the percent decrease is 3%. So, that's it. Ito na po yung table na kailangan punuin. Okay? So, ganyan po ang pag-compute ng percent decrease. Now, for the next part is magsosolve tayo ng ilan sa mga problems. Okay, so number 1, the value of a brand new laptop worth 45,000 pesos became 30,150 pesos after a month of use. What is the decrease in price? What is the percent of decrease? So dito yung price daw ng ng brand new laptop ay 45,000 pesos nung binili. Now after 1 month, naging na siya, bumaba na siya sa 30,150 pesos yung halaga ng laptop. So ang hinahanap dito is the decrease in price at saka percent of decrease. So dito pa lang sa problem, alam natin na ang original value ay 45,000. Okay? 45,000. Tapos yung new value naman po is bumaba, which is 30,150. Okay? So ang gagawin po natin is kukunin natin yung decrease in price. So ayan po yung amount of decrease. So to do this, isusubtract natin tong dalawang ito, original minus new. Okay? So 45,000 minus 30,150. So 0, magiging 10 na siya. Ito magiging 9. Manghiram tayo ng isa, magiging 4. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 1 is 8. And 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. So bale, the decrease in price is 14,850 pesos. So ayan po yung ayan po yung halaga na binaba ng presyo ng laptop. Okay, 14,850 pesos. Now, para naman sa percent of decrease, bali remember po, the percent decrease is equal to the amount of decrease, no? Sulat po natin. amount of decrease divided by the original value. Then times 100%. Okay? Ayan po. Now, ipasok natin yung value. So, the amount of decrease is 14,850 divided by the original price, which is 45,000. Okay? And then, i-times natin sa 100. Ano po? So, nakikita natin na malaking numbers ang i-compute natin, no? So, gagamit tayo siguro ng calculator, ano po, para dito. So, 14,850 times 100, and then i-divide natin sa 45,000. So, ano yung lumabas? 33, ano po? 33. So, ibig sabihin, 33, lagyan natin ng percent. Ayan po yung percent of decrease ng value ng laptop. Okay? So, to answer this question, the decrease in price is 14,850 pesos, while the percent of decrease is 33%. So, yeah, ito na po yung sagot. Okay, next number 2. A sport enthusiast weighs 75 kilograms. After amount of tedious exercise, he weighs 66 kilograms. What is the percentage decrease of his weight after a month? So, yung sport enthusiast daw, ang timbang niya ay 75 kilograms. So, ayan po yung ano niya. Kumaga, ayan yung original weight niya. Ngayon, after 1 month of exercise, so nag-exercise siya, syempre may tendency na bababa yung timbang niya. So, naging 66 kilograms na yung timbang niya. Okay? So, what is the percentage decrease of his weight after a month? So, ang original value po natin ay 75, habang yung new value naman, since nag-exercise siya, nakabawas siya ng timbang, naging 66 na. Okay? Ayan po. So, first, kukompute muna natin yung amount of decrease by subtracting the original value by the new value. So, 75 minus 66, that is equal to 9. So, ibig sabihin, nakabawas siya ng 9 kilograms after 1 month of exercise. Okay? So, 9 kilograms po. So, ayun po yung amount of decrease. Okay? At ang hinahanap is yung percentage decrease of his weight. So, bale, the amount of decrease divided by the original value times 100%. So, ayan po yung percent decrease niya. Okay? So, the amount of decrease is 9 over the original value, which is 75. Okay? 75. Then, times 100. Ano po? Okay? And then, i-multiply natin yung 9 sa 100 so that magiging 900 na siya, because 9 times 100 is 900. Divided by 75. So, let's divide manually. So, 900 divided by 75. So, magiging 90 divided by 75. That's 1. 1 times 75 is 75. 90 minus 75 is 15. Bring down 0. And then 150 divided by 75 is 2. Then 2 times 75 is 150, and we got 0. So, ibig sabihin, 900 divided by 75 is 12. And then, lagyan na lang natin ng percent. So, that's it. The percent decrease of his weight after a month of exercise is 12%. So, 12% decrease. Okay? So, yeah. Ayan po yung sagot. Okay, so let's move on to the last problem bago tayo matapos. Joseph wants to decrease his sugar level intake from 90 spoons to 60 spoons to maintain a normal and healthy diet. How much percentage decrease is from 90 spoons to 60 spoons of sugar? So, gusto niya maging maayos yung kanyang kalusugan, kaya napagdesisyon na ni Joseph na babaan yung sugar level intake niya from 90 spoons to 6 teaspoons. Okay? So, because of the word decrease, so, bale, ang original value po natin ay 9, habang yung new value naman ay 6. Okay? So, halata naman sa problem, di ba? Dapat yung new value ay mas mababa kesa sa original. Okay? And the amount of decrease, subtract mo lang to. So, 9 minus 6 equals 3. So, gusto niya bawasan ng 3 teaspoons of sugar intake niya. Okay? Now, for the percent decrease, no, i-divide natin yung amount of decrease, which is 3, sa original value na 9. So, this will become 3 divided by 9 times 100%. Okay? Then, multiply natin yung dalawa. So, magiging 3 times 100, magiging 300 divided by 9. So, i-divide natin 300 sa 9. Okay? So, 30 divided by 9, that is equal to 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Then, 30 minus 27 is 3. Bring down 0. So, again, meron na naman tayong 30. Ano po? So, 30 divided by 9 is 3. 3 times 9, 27. 3 ulit. Then, decimal point. Then, 0. So, naging 30 na siya. Ano po? So, 30 divided by 9 is 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Mukhang paulit-ulit yung division natin. And, of course, yung quotient ay paulit-ulit din. So, kung itutuloy natin, no, walang katapusan, magiging 33.3333. Walang katapusan yan. Ano po? Puro 3333 na yan. Pero, ira-round off na lang natin to the nearest 100 or 2 decimal places. So, isasagot na lang natin ay 33.33. Ayusin natin. 33.33%. Okay? So, 33.33%. So, this means babawasan ni Joseph ng 33.33% ng sugar intake. So, yeah. The answer is 33.33%. Yan yung sagot. Alright, so that's all for today. I hope na meron kayo naiintindihan about percentage decrease. So, dapat maunawaan natin yung steps on how to solve for the percentage decrease. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. And follow me also on my TikTok account. Stay safe, God bless, and as always, have a great day to all.